Hey, what's going on? I'm Matt O'Leary back with another video, and today we're going to be recapping the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Before we get started, I just wanted to mention that you can follow me on social media at Matt O'Leary NY, and please make sure to subscribe if you're new here to the channel. Also, going with a little bit of a different camera angle, a little bit more zoomed in. I got a comment on one of the last videos that I should try it out, so I decided to give it a try. Let me know in the comments below which you like better, zoomed out so you can see more of the background, or zoomed in so you can see more of me. You let me know in the comments. So this game I knew was going to be an ugly one. I predicted 31-10 final, so there's a little bit more scoring than I thought there was going to be. But let's break this one down. Let's talk about some things that went well, some things that went bad, and some things that went really bad. So we'll start with the first drive. The Jets decide to receive the ball, a smart decision after winning the toss because you don't want to give that offense the ball. Unfortunately, the Jets went 3-and-out, so they gave them the ball very quickly, and the Ravens capitalized. They ran with Mark Ingram. They ran with Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson ran a ton. He ended up breaking Michael Vick's record on the first drive. Are we surprised? No. He's been phenomenal. He's the MVP. He had a great game. And that first drive, they go right down the field. They score a touchdown and set the tone. Jets get the ball, 7-0 at this point. They move it a little bit, some nice throws, mixing it up. Le'Veon Bell's getting a lot of touches. They settle for a field goal opportunity from 49 yards. Sam Ficken, no good. He had a rough night, would miss an extra point later. Not great kicking situation for the New York Jets. Other special teams, pretty good though. We'll talk about a defensive special teams play. Punting, we know, has been pretty good. Lachlan Edwards is a good punter, and the returns were really good. Berrios and Montgomery, got to give a lot of credit to those two. All right, so then the Ravens just start running the ball down the field like crazy. They go up 13-0. They miss the extra point. So 13-0 lead for the Ravens. It looks like it's going to start getting out of hand. But then the Jets get the ball back, and they actually looked pretty good on this drive. They moved it a little bit, and Darnold made a nice throw in the end zone to Crowder, who dropped it, but on the very next play, makes an unbelievable catch. One, I want to talk about the catch first because it was a very tough play to make in the end zone, right by the sideline. Had to keep the feet in bounds. He was able to catch it, maintain possession, all that. But I also want to talk about the throw. Good things happen when you get Sam Darnold on the run. More of that, please. Again, the Ravens march right down the field, and a lot of it thanks to Neville Hewitt taking a 40-yard defensive pass interference call. Why he was covering a wide receiver 40 yards down the field is a mystery to me, but nonetheless, it sets up a goal-to-go situation for the Ravens. Lamar to Andrews, 21-7 after the two-point conversion. 2 touchdown passes at this point for Lamar Jackson. The next drive was really good. It was a 12 or 13 play drive. They moved the ball well. They were getting it to Anderson. A lot of touches for Le'Veon Bell running the ball. Spreading it around, Sam Darnold was moving it. Then they get to a 4th and short situation. They run a play action fake and they try to go Anderson in the end zone. Now, was he interfered with or held? Maybe. I still don't like the play call though. You have Le'Veon Bell making $15 million a year? Give him the ball. Let him get the first down on 1 yard. They did that later in the game too. It's crazy to me. He was running great tonight. Why you're not giving him the ball or why you're not running it with the quarterback on a QB sneak, I don't know. But a play action fake rollout, I don't love that play call. Jets get a 3-and-out though, and they get pretty good field position, but unfortunately Sam Darnold made a brutal mistake. Threw an interception. It looked like the tight end ran the wrong route, but after the game Adam Gase said everything went right, so I guess that's just a really bad throw from Sam Darnold. He was cooking before that though. He was looking really good. That mistake really hindered his first half performance though. Didn't love it, but ultimately a pretty good, not a great, not good, pretty good first half from Sam Darnold. Coming out into the second half, the Jets defense played better, briefly. They got 2 quick possessions from the Ravens. So one was a 3-and-out, then the next one was like 5 plays, so they only allowed 1 first down. The only problem was the Jets offense went to a comatose state. They played terribly. They could not move the ball whatsoever. There was punts, and then there's another turnover. So what happened was Sam Darnold drops back. Trevon Wesco misses his blocking assignment brutally. Darnold gets hit, goes down, fumbles the ball, turnover. I think it was a little bit more on the tight end than Darnold, but nonetheless, got to hang on to the ball. His knee might have been down, ball might have been coming loose. I don't know. The referees weren't all that great tonight. Doesn't matter when you're getting blown out, but nonetheless, another, I don't know if I want to say black eye, but a little hindrance on Sam Darnold's day after a really hot start and some really elite looking throws. It was a huge momentum swing because Lamar would hit Brown in the end zone again, 28-7, his third passing touchdown. He was cooking on all cylinders. As we know, he was able to run, he was able to pass. He's clearly the MVP. Like, this is, before the season, I said Deshaun Watson, and through like the first half of the season, I was still arguing that, but there's no arguing this. He is just unbelievable, Lamar Jackson. Jets go 3 and out. Lamar comes back, hits Roberts for a deep touchdown over Marcus May. Not the best look from the second round pick from 2017. He didn't look good tonight. So now the lead is just, 35-7 at that point? Not great. His fourth touchdown pass for Lamar Jackson, and he wasn't even done. The Jets would get a great special teams play, a blocked punt for a touchdown. Basham would get his hands on it. A really nice looking play there, and the Jets would get slightly back into it. 35-13 because they would miss the extra point. Sam Ficken, get off my team. But then the Ravens would drive down the field again, and Greg Williams was able to contain them a little bit in the third quarter. It all slipped away after that. Lamar Jackson would throw another touchdown pass, this time to his running back, Mark Ingram. 5 touchdown passes today. 5. And he's done it 3 times this year. I mean, what else can you say about this kid? He's the MVP. He's picked 32nd overall. A lot of people wrote him off and wanted him to play wide receiver or running back, but the Ravens drafted him. John Harbaugh has schemed around him, and they've done a fantastic job. Darnold, though, got a garbage time touchdown. He was able to hit Crowder on a really nice play. He stood in tall in the pocket, took the hit, delivered an 18-yard strike, and Crowder did the rest to get into the end zone. The Jets would go for 2. Robbie Anderson would catch it. A really contested play, and I thought he looked really good tonight, Robbie Anderson. He had a big play to set that up, a 40-yarder, and then that catch in the end zone for the 2-point conversion was really good. Gotta like that, too. So 42-21 was your final score. Obviously, they lost by 20 points, 21 if you want to be exact, 3 touchdowns. It wasn't really even all that close. The Ravens could do pretty much anything at will offensively. The Jets were okay defensively at times. Other times, not so much. Offensively, another brutal performance. They, in 10 AFC games this year, have 11 touchdowns. They are 2-8 in those 10 games. You got to score more points than that. Darnold was 18-32 for 218 yards, 2 touchdowns, the 1 really bad pick, the 1 fumble. Overall, I thought his performance was okay to pretty good because you got to take into account the supporting cast. You had guys you never even heard of playing. Jeff Smith, where did they find him? Lord knows. Vincent Smith had another big role. There's no Demaryius Thomas. There's no Bilal Powell. There's no Ryan Griffin. There was a lot of no-name guys. And he was able to play decently well. Not anything great. He wasn't atrocious either. I thought he made some nice plays. I thought he made some bad plays. So overall, an okay to pretty good performance from Sam Darnold tonight. Le'Veon Bell had a really nice day. He rushed for over 80 yards, 4.1 yards per carry. That is something that you got to be excited about. I would like to see him get more targets in the slot, though. Only 2. Crowder had a big game, 6 catches, 90 yards, 2 touchdowns. Robbie Anderson, 4 catches, 66 yards. He has now gone over 50 yards in each of the last 4 games. He has really turned his season around. He is going to get paid, and hopefully it's by the New York Jets. Ugly loss, but are we surprised? This is the best team in the AFC, maybe the best team in the league that the Jets were going against. Was it a bad situation? Yes. Were they poorly coached? Yes. All these things can be true, and they're going up against a tough team next Sunday against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Get at me in the comments or on social media. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. I'm Matt O'Leary. I'll talk to you next time.